Hi, this is a video about Kyrie's return to the basketball court playing home games. Stephen A., Marlon Carrion, and Brian Whithurst. So I'm going to try them in as they go along.
There we have it. Stephen A., your reaction.
Well, Knicks first, New York always. And so for me, I'm very, very happy that Kyrie Irving is going to be on the
Knicks first, New York always. Knicks is at the Knicks is at almost the very, very bottom. No chance in hell of making the playoffs. Right now it's the Nets first.
basketball court. I'm ecstatic, mind you, because his absence would have cost the Brooklyn Nets a championship. I firmly believe that. And so the fact
I agree. Not only just his absence, him and Ben Simmons.
that he gets to play, I'm very, very happy. The mandate was bogus. Mayor Adams should have lifted this months ago. I don't care what he says. The Bill de Blasio administration.
Months ago, they shouldn't have had it intact in the first place. There's no need to have this mandation and force people to lose their jobs, all because you want them to take a vaccination when in reality, all you had to do was tell the people to eat healthy, keep this thing away from you.
Administration is no longer in office. Mayor Adams is. And it should not have taken this long, because the second that fans were allowed to come into the arena unvaccinated, and even the player himself could come and sit in the stands unvaccinated, then Kyrie Irving should have been allowed to.
And that was the weird part about it. How can unvaccinated players come into the arena and play, but the guy that plays for the home team is not vaccinated, can't even play? I didn't understand that shit.
Play, particularly when visitors could come to the Barclays Center, as Mayor Adams just articulated, and they could perform. It didn't need to take this long. And as far as I'm concerned, it was a dereliction of duty up to this point that it wasn't changed. Having said that, I also don't want to give.
Which is why you shouldn't have been so angry at Kyrie in the first place. You and so many others out there really believe Kyrie was wrong for not taking this vaccination. Where there's places that's out there that's saying, listen, you can get vaccinated or you don't have to get vaccinated, but you're always welcome to come in. But for some reason here in New York, you live here. Hey, listen, I know you live here. I know you're from New York. You got to get vaccinated to come up in here. So only here, New York, LA, that's where they was doing this shit. And, and then the way the laws are set up, you can't even sue if you want to. So
The NBA a pass. The reality of the situation is the best interest of the game is a clause that could have been used to mandate that folks be vaccinated. It's not a right to play in the NBA. It's a privilege. It's your league. And you have the right to invoke.
Anything to you, Stephen A., is a privilege. Not because it's not a right to play in the NBA. Not because they put all the hard work in. Not because they were dedicated to working on their craft. Not because day in, day out, they made sure they told themselves very daily that I am going to be the best NBA player that I can be. And not only do I love this sport, not only do I love what I do, but I feel like I'm pretty good at it. No, but to you is a privilege.
And implement what rules you want to. I know the Players Association was giving you resistance, although they both were supportive of players being vaccinated, although they didn't want it to be an enforceable matter. But maybe that's something that's going to be revisited within next collective bargaining negotiations, because it should not have come to this point. With all of that being said,
let's be honest here. The only reason why Kyrie is playing right now, the only reason why they let Kyrie play these games and why they took this mandation away, because baseball season is about to start. The baseball season is about to start. The baseball union is one of the strongest unions in this world. They have one of the world's strongest unions. So this union was fighting because they have players just like in baseball, just like some in basketball, just like some in football, that are not vaccinated and they are not playing that shit with y'all. Hey, listen, we don't give a damn about y'all vaccination shit. If y'all gonna fine us, fine. We pay the fine. But baseball ain't going nowhere till you uplift all of that so we can have people come into our games with no problems. So the only reason why Kyrie is on the court is because baseball season is about to start and the strike was over. Had that be said, if this strike never happened with baseball, the union and the players, Kyrie Irving will not be playing right now. It's all because of baseball. Politics.
We all benefit. Basketball lovers everywhere. Because Kyrie Irving needs to be on the basketball court. Even though this had a lot to do because of baseball with the Aaron Judges of the world and the Rizzos of the world and the Yankees, because their brand is much bigger.
Thank you, Stephen A. Thank you, Stephen A. Thank you for letting us know that this is because of baseball. So some are going to call Kyrie a hero. In reality, we can't really call Kyrie a hero because look who they was leaning this towards. So this wasn't in Kyrie's person. This wasn't for his benefit. This wasn't for the Nets' benefits in the organization going through in the playoffs. This all was because of baseball.
The Brooklyn Nets. The bottom line is, as basketball fans, basketball lovers, we benefit from witnessing the greatness of Kyrie Irving. He is no hero. He is no heroine. He put himself above the team, which is entirely his right.
I'm not going to front. I just did say the same thing. He's no hero. But some will look at him as a hero because there are some in his shoes, just like him, Stephen A., that agree to themselves, just like me also. We're not taking that vaccination. I don't give a damn. I'm not taking it. I stand on it. I'm not putting that stuff in my body.
And it's understandable because we're talking about injecting something into your body, which we all understand. But at the end of the day, that don't make him no damn.
Wow, Stephen A. So it took you this long to realize that? It took you that long to realize that. Watch you attack the man right now. I know you about to say something foul.
Hero. Because he's not. He was willing to leave the Brooklyn Nets hanging, if necessary. Willing to jeopardize their championship hopes, if necessary, because of his individual isolated choice. At the
He's no hero because he's gonna leave him hanging. He's no hero. He's no hero because he's gonna leave him hanging dead. Damn. What about people that's out there like, yes, Kyrie, you damn real. Don't take that shit. Cause I ain't taking it. I lost my job. Look. But leave it up to Stephen A. He's no hero. Cause he left his teammates hanging. But they was all behind him. That's what you and so many other media platforms try to hide. The Nets organization and the players were all behind Kyrie Irving, and they stood on what he stood on because even though some of them knew they couldn't do it, it's like, damn, Kyrie, you got that movie on Drew, you make your bread, you do what you do, but I gotta get this money, so I'm gonna take it, I gotta take the chance. But Kyrie stood on his because he already established himself. He already made enough money in this league that he could sit back at home and chill, So, I don't think it was about proving a point or making, this is just him as a man standing on what he didn't want to do. People have them days where they stand on something and it doesn't matter how much money you pay me. I'm not doing that shit.
Expense of his entire organization. And if that's somebody's definition of a hero, I'll just say it damn sure ain't mine. And that's where I stand with it. And I ain't backing up one bit from that position.
I mean, gotta ask yourself this question too. What is a hero? Who is a hero? Who are heroes? Who are now in these days of matter, who are our heroes? There are not too many of them. who are our heroes, you know? And we're not going to get into the Muhammad Ali's and all those right now, but, that is a great question that people need to answer. Who are our heroes? And what makes that person a hero? What did he do that saved so many people and people benefit off it? Hero is about saving, ain't it? So if we're quick to call somebody a hero saves and protects. So let's look at that first.
Right, Stephen A. So obviously this rule was ill written from the start. The execution of it was very odd, very bizarre. And so getting rid of it makes common sense as well as great for the game of the basketball in the NBA. I'm no longer a New York City resident. If I was, I would be scratching my head a little bit about the mayor 2 days ago saying one thing and then 2 days later completely reversing course. It actually was less than that. But
yeah, this may have been sketchy ever since he walked in the fucking office. This dude is all sketchy, motherfucker. Take that back. I know they might monetize language, but this dude was just I'm like, yo, where does this nigga lost? You know what? Let me stop. He lost a few brain cells, man. Let me calm down. Let me just go back to the video.
That's what politicians do. So that's fine. This Brooklyn Nets season has been one giant wrecking ball from where they thought they would be to where they are now. And to be honest with you, it's a miracle.
The wrecking ball. Let me just stop right there, Brian. The wrecking ball came in when James Harden was there, man. Looking at this dude when the season started, I'm like, oh man, they start losing. They was beating all the whack teams first, teams they should have beat. But then when they start coming to them good teams, they getting their ass whipped. I'm like, oh hell no. That was the wrecking ball. Wrecking ball gone now. He out of there. James Harden over there in Philly, he gonna bring them down too. So now you got a team that you can establish, but Ben Simmons, I don't know, man. I don't know. He said he has a back injury, so I don't know about Ben. Let's see where this next squad go. Me, I don't personally think they go anywhere till they rebuild again a little bit around KD and Kyrie. You're going to need some players that's going to play some solid defense on the other end. Right now, that's where they lack a little bit on the defensive end.
On this issue, it's a miracle that they have gotten to the point where they've still got some sort of shot in this game to get to the finals and to win. Considering what's happened with Kyrie, considering what's happened with the injuries that they've had, I mean, obviously Durant, but also Joe Harris and other guys on their roster, considering James Harden bailing on them mid-season. It's really a commentary on the resiliency and the length of an NBA season. So if I were the Brooklyn Nets...
Agree with everything you said there, Brian. Agreed.
I would be, after everything that you've gone through and battered and scarred and everything, I would be thanking whatever higher power that you look to that you still have a shot here and try to take every possible advantage of it because it's just proof you never know what's going to happen.
Agreed.
Two people that deserve a whole lot of credit is Sean Marks, head of basketball operations for the Brooklyn Nets, as well as Coach Steve Nash.
Agreed.
Just from the standpoint that these are two people that have had to deal with things that should have nothing to do with their job description whatsoever. And for them to sit up there and to do the job that they've done to hold down the fort, along with, of course, the greatness of Kevin Durant, who, when healthy, went in there night in and night out. I will remind everybody, the Brooklyn Nets were tied for the number one seed in the Eastern Conference when Kevin Durant was out and when he went down. Immediately upon going down and missing like 17 or 18 straight games, the Brooklyn Nets endured an 11-game losing streak, and they ended up being an 8th seed. That's how potent and legit and superstar status he is. With all of that being said...
And all of that was because of James Harden, but that nobody want to say nothing about that.
Again, you're going to have people in Brooklyn, and this is the sickening part, because I'm a New York native, born in the Bronx, raised in Queens, love the borough.
Well, Stephen A., you let us know you was part of that Illuminati shit. You seen that 3 shit he just threw up?
Okay, all of them. What bothers me and grates my last damn nerve is that you're going to have people looking at Kyrie like some hero, like, yo, he stood his ground and he...
Yo, Stephen A., you need to stop, bro. You make yourself look bad as a black man, tearing down a black man that made a choice that said he's not taking a vaccination. You need to stop, man. What white... You know what? Let me not go there.
You know, he didn't give in to the man and all of this other stuff. You're going to have people saying that instead of saying, your behind missed 35 games here at the Barclays Center. You left us hanging. And damn it, now...
And why you care so much? You a Knicks fan, ain't you? Why you care so much? Why you care so much of why Kyrie missed so many games? Why do you care? Guess what? The games that he didn't miss, he made sure they had a damn good chance of winning. And guess how many games they won? A lot with him. You know, so to not say, you say all you want, Stephen A. You can say all you want. But just you need to know the organization was behind him. His teammates were behind him. The teammates that wasn't behind him, they got him up out of there. They got him up out of there. Because why? Kyrie is the prize. James Harden ain't no damn prize. Kyrie and Kevin Durant are the prize. These players got championships under their belt. They championship built. They championship built to the point that they could hit the last second shot. You know? So, you can say all you want about Kyrie missing so many games. I guarantee you, once they build that team properly, this year ain't it. If they do shockingly pull it off this year, congrats to the Brooklyn Nets. If they shockingly pull it off this year, congrats to them. But to me, in my opinion, this year is not it. This year is not it for the Nets. But if they do pull it off, I'm rooting. The only reason why I would root for the Nets to win this year is because I want to see the expression on your face, Stephen A. I want to see the expression on your face when the Nets win the championship.
You hear, you better show up and remind us why you so damn great.
And you know what's going to hurt? Why it's going to hurt you so much, Stephen A., when the Nets do win this championship? Because how many years they been in Brooklyn? And they won a championship, and your New York Knicks still haven't won one since when? Damn.
60 and that 50 and that 43 you put up on the road. We want to see that show-stopping talent right here in Brooklyn, New York, because we deserve it. We've supported you. We've been there for you. Now be there for us and make sure you show the hell up and perform. I hope that's the mentality that they have. I doubt it's going to be that way. We shall see, but in the end, we got what we want. Kyrie's balling, and I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to make a run for the championship because of it.
All right, I'm going to end the video there. Stop. Stephen A. is just, I don't know, you know, one minute he's like this, one minute he's like this, next minute he wants to throw up because Kyrie scored 60 points. Stephen A., man, your character as a black man your value is dropping very low. And you know that. That's why some days you're up there wearing these Black Power shirts. So you need to fix your narrative on Kyrie Irving. And right now it's not looking good because every time I look at your Instagram or your page, you see the comments under there. People are going in on you, man. So, but at the end of the day, this video is just about that vaccination and why they lifted and the reasons for lifting it is all because of the MLB union. The baseball season is coming in. So they want as much people in the park to see that game. So guys, enjoy the video. Enjoy your day.